Hey there. Thanks for checking out the video of this litter. I thought it easier to do a video introduction. I can explain a little bit more about the puppies and the parents and such, and get a little bit different views of the puppies rather than just still photos. So technically, well, the puppies are all spread out right now, and that's because they are happy. Piled up puppies are cold puppies, so puppies that are spread out indicates that it's been warm enough in here and they're happy from just having eaten. A couple of them still hanging on, although they have fallen asleep. So technically, these are referred to as F1B reverse Bernedoodles. F1B because they are a litter from an F1 Bernedoodle, a first generation, which Oakley the mother is. She is 50% poodle, 50% Bernese Mountain Dog. She was pick of the litter from a stud service at a former stud of mine, AKC Bernese Mountain Dog. He was actually a European import, but she was pick of the litter for stud service. So she's F1, and her resultant litter is F1B. Now, a typical F1B litter would be reversing her back or crossing her back to a poodle. That's fairly common, but I do it a little differently, in part because I have another stud Bernese Mountain Dog, and I'm partial to Bernese Mountain Dogs. So I cross her back to a Bernese Mountain Dog, and I get these puppies then. This is her fourth litter, the fourth litter from this pairing. These are 3/4 Bernese Mountain Dog and 1/4 Poodle. Now that introduces a little bit of variability in here. As you can see, we have the tricolors and we have the sables. And 50% of these puppies will be furnished, meaning they will have poodle facial hair and long body hair, not shed as much, but they'll need regular grooming every other month approximately, which you can see on mom. So mom is furnished. Oh, mom's got a bit of discharge. Let's hide that. I don't need to show you the grossness of having puppies. That would be what her body hair was like, except I gave her a very short grooming right before we had delivery. And then on her ear, you can see how long her hair is, and then it's black tips. So she is a black tipped sable. As her hair grows longer, the tips of it turn black. So half of these puppies, as I was saying, half of these puppies will be furnished like her, have long facial hair that needs grooming, just like a poodle. And half of these will be unfurnished, meaning they'll be like their father, a Bernese Mountain Dog with short facial hair that doesn't need any regular grooming. Well, let's see, there are 4 girls and 5 boys. Most of the girls are tricolors. You can see their pattern is very much like a Bernese Mountain Dog with some uniqueness in the white, extra white. So purple is a little bit higher white than the others. She's got nice white socks in her front feet and a lot in her on the nape of her neck. Almost has a spot on the top of her head. We've got purple and orange. Come here, orange. Come here. There you go. See your little Swiss kiss. Where is pink? Pink being another tricolor girl. Your Swiss kiss is connected to your blaze by a thin stripe. And then lastly would be white. Is this white? This is white. And she's a sable. She will be more similar to her mother. Although 50% chance of being furnished, 50% chance of being unfurnished. And that I will know that for sure by about 5 to 5.5 weeks. As well as by that point in time, about week 5 to week 6, I'll get a good feel for each puppy's individual personality. So while I'm willing to take deposit at this point in time, selection of puppies won't happen until about 6 weeks of age in the order the deposits are received. At that point in time, at 6 weeks of age, I will be getting more serious about taking individual photos and describing their personalities and posting them available for sale, because I'll have the information I need to feel comfortable that I'm putting the puppies with the right families. There's a little bit of variability. The personalities and the temperaments are very similar among these puppies. This is Oakley's 4th litter, so I have some experience with the older siblings. They're generally very similar to a Bernese Mountain Dog, with a little bit more timidity and considerateness that comes from the Quarter Poodle mixed in. If I had one complaint about Bernese Mountain Dogs, which I love, and that's primarily what I breed, I have 3 females, it's that they can be a bit boorish. When they're excited to get out the door, they might push you out of the way, or knock a little kid down. They're not very considerate. What I find with this litter, with these genetics, is you get a lot of that Bernese personality, very loving, very friendly, no aggression whatsoever. But that dash of poodle in there, that 1/4% or 25% poodle, quarter poodle, adds in a little bit of meekness and consideration. They're a little bit more delicate. They're not as heavy pawed as a full Bernese is. So yeah, 4 girls, by terms of chance, half will be furnished, half will be unfurnished. We'll find out. Maybe they'll all be furnished, maybe they'll all be unfurnished. We'll find out. So we then have 5 boys. We have Red Boy, and the boys are mostly sables. He's got a small, thin Swiss kiss in the back of his neck. We have Yellow, who has a bit more white, but very similar to Red. Green Boy is also sable. Let's see the back of your neck. Oh yes, you have a whiter Swiss kiss. And then Brown Boy's got the special markings. Brown Boy's got some nice big white front socks, a lot of white in the neck, and 2 spots on the top of his head. So I don't even put a color on him. I know exactly who that is. And then there is one tricolor boy, and that would be Mr. Blue, snuggling up with his mom right now. Come here, buddy. There we go. See your Swiss kiss, see your face. Very much like a Bernese Mountain Dog. Like the girls, 50% probability of being furnished, 50% probability of being unfurnished. That's yet to be determined.